It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC South rivals. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And it's all up next.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. And thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep downfield as often as you can.
Here is Cam Little, ready to get this thing started. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So they come to the line for first down and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, Richardson. He's got the big man, Mo Alley Cox. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Now Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Alex Pierce, touchdown Colts. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft. It's Trevor Lawrence.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
In motion comes Thomas. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Etienne. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And they will finally run him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 1st and 10. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Colts offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
3rd and long. Here's Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Duvernay to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On second down, here's ETN. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. On the draw, the give to ETN. On 4th down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. Josh Downs set to return for the Colts. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They go right back to Taylor. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Richardson in trouble, and down he goes. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run it once more with ETN. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try and run for the first with ETN. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's Logan Cook now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll go again here with Taylor. A short gain up to the 20. This time it's the veteran Eric Armstead on the tackle. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll get to the 40 on a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Lawrence. On the draw, it's Etienne. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. He'll drop this for Etienne. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Give up the middle to Taylor. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and a yard. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up at about the 42.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Taylor gets it out of the pistol. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
From the gun on third down. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking them down and took them down for a loss.
Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable from the 17. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Kirk is the motion man. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. This run straight ahead for Etienne. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. Third and 6. To throw is Lawrence. He'll try to run for it.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You can tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
In motion comes Thomas. Now second down throw for Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Jacksonville. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Colts offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Richardson. He runs with it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Richardson. And he does all he can to get away, but they're going to get him right at the line of scrimmage, and it will bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Matt Gay on now for the Colts field goal try. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Three points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jags offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, E.J. Speed.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
The Colts offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. He'll tuck it and take off.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And the Colts are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Colts will get out in front 17-7. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Now here's Lawrence. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Etienne now on 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Lawrence now on 2nd down. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. They'll try and run here with Bigsby. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, Just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
To the right, on the run, it's ETN. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. They'll run the toss here to ETN. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll look to run. It's ETN. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Josh Downs now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On 2nd down, Richardson. Open man downfield. It's Pittman. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
The Colts about set to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
On play action, Richardson. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Duvernay on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
2nd down, Lawrence. Now he'll run it. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a 1st down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down.
The carry here for ETN. Not much happening there, just a short game. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Lawrence now. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Off he goes. They get an even 20 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A give for ETN, heading right. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing 3rd down at the moment. Good blocking, and he's in. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Anthony Gould now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. operating from their own 23. They'll begin 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Looking to throw, Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. That's into the hands of Gabe Davis.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. The quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Once again, it's ETN. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Lawrence. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
He finds his tight end, Ingram. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Jaguars.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A 2nd down throw for Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now here's Lawrence. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Here's 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. Bigsby. He stopped at the 11, but that is enough. A 1st down picked up as they are getting close.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
That's complete to ETN. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to third down. Etienne. He is in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Little on now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Jaguars will up the lead to 5.
Colts 23.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Gould on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to keep it himself. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. To throw, it's Richardson.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, There's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.